Oh, hello.
Hello, Gran, how are you? How'd you feel today? I just came by to see if I could be of help in any way. I always like to come and spend my time with you. We somehow seem to think of something great to do. You really are the most, I think that I can boast. You really are the most surprising, Gran.
That was the theme tune to Gran, a short-lived children's stop-motion animation television series from the 1980s. And before that we had Hill Street Blues, composed by Mike Post. 4 in a row for you now. I'm going to take a guess here and say that you probably don't know what that last track was, but don't worry, all will be revealed. So we started with the League of Gentlemen, composed by Joby Talbot, and then we had Bergerac from George Fenton, the Rockford Files, composed by Mike Post and Pete Carpenter, and then we had Magnum P.I. Ah, yes. Yeah. That was composed by Ian Freebairn-Smith, and it was only used for season 1, and then it was ditched in favour of this. Yes, this is an unashamedly bouncy American episode, really, isn't it? But I make no apologies for that. It's my podcast. So that was The Scarecrow and Mrs. King, which was composed by Arthur B. Rubenstein. It had to be composed by somebody called Arthur B. Rubenstein, really, didn't it? And before that, we had The Partridge Family, the theme tune, composed by Danny Janssen and Wes Farrell. And then we started with Magnum P.I., the theme tune that we're all familiar with, which was composed by Mike Post and Pete Carpenter. And now it's the Q theme.
al paar nu. Hier maar mak, dag nu. Oei, mijn hart nu. Hart niet besnuft, dat reel, hol, maktrollen. Hart niet bakjes, nak, loor, niet snak, mekaar, no.
So we started with the Q theme, composed by Spike Milligan, perhaps the greatest comedy theme tune of all time. And then I cheated a bit. I played you the theme tune to Southern Sound, which was a Brighton independent local radio station from the 1980s. I just find it beguiling and wonderful. And then we had my tribute to the late Keith Chegwin, who died last month. Hello, Hello by Brown Sauce, which was the theme tune to Swap Shop. So that's it. If you've got requests or suggestions, or you just want to message me on Patreon or whatever you want to do, please do get in touch. I'd be very happy to hear from you. And I'm going to leave you with a jingle to a W.H. Smith's advert from the 1960s, which I uploaded on my other Twitter account, CFB Clips, and it went viral. So that's the reason I'm doing this. It's a beautiful piece of swinging, jazzy business, and it makes me smile. See you next time.